Women don't just cheat emotionally. Their behavior shifts immediately after intimacy with another man. They don't have to confess. Their body confesses for them. Today I'm going to show you 6 powerful signs she just slept with someone else. And I'm not talking about weak, generic indicators. I'm talking about behavioral patterns backed by psychology, emotional responses, and those small details men always miss until it's too late. And trust me, once you understand these signs, you will never ignore your intuition again, because intuition is a man's first line of protection. Stay with me till the end because point number 6 exposes everything she tries to hide. And if you missed that one, you missed the truth. But before we dive deep, brother, do me one favor, like this video and subscribe to the channel. It takes 1 second, but it helps me reach the men who need clarity just as much as you do. All right, let's begin. Sign 1. She suddenly restricts you from sex. Let's start with the one that cuts the deepest. A woman who has just slept with another man will suddenly develop a strange distance toward you. And the first place you'll feel it is in the bedroom. Not because she's tired, not because she's stressed, but because now intimacy with you feels emotionally wrong. She begins creating invisible walls. The same woman who used to flirt with you, kiss you, touch you, and pull you closer, now acts like any form of closeness is a burden. She starts using subtle excuses, emotionally charged excuses, or completely unnecessary explanations that seem to appear out of nowhere. You'll see things like, "I'm just exhausted. Don't bother me tonight. I'm not feeling well. Can we skip today? I'm not in the mood. Please understand." But here's the painful truth. It's not about the moment. It becomes a pattern. The refusal is consistent, the energy is cold, and the connection is gone. Why does this happen? Because women attach emotion to intimacy far more than they admit. When she gives herself to another man, she cannot switch back instantly and treat you the same way. Her mind literally blocks her from it. She feels guilty, she feels exposed, she feels like giving you pleasure right after giving another man her body would make her feel dirty or dishonest. And guilt kills desire faster than anything else. You will feel it without her saying a word. Her body language is dry. Her energy is off. Her softness towards you turns into resistance. But here's where most men fail. They think maybe she's stressed or maybe it's just today. But a woman who has nothing to hide doesn't suddenly avoid touch. And the moment you try to get close, she does something even more suspicious. And that takes us to the next point. Sign 2, the sudden quick shower pattern. Brother, this one is almost impossible to ignore because it's a dramatic behavior shift that comes out of nowhere. A woman who has been with another man will rush to cleanse herself the moment she gets home. Not casually, not normally, but almost with panic. She will walk in, avoid your eyes, avoid conversation, avoid hugs, and head straight to the bathroom like it's an emergency. No warm greeting, no natural conversation, no "how was your day?" Just a straight beeline to the shower. And when she comes out, everything feels different. Notice these things. She showers faster than usual, but everything seems rushed. She changes her underwear immediately. She becomes sensitive about you going near her. She protects her clothes, hides them, or throws them directly into the laundry. She gets nervous when you approach before she bathes. Why is this so important? Because guilt makes people paranoid about physical evidence. She's not just washing her body. She's trying to wash away the other man's presence. This is a psychological reaction, not a practical one. And here's the real twist. If she has nothing to hide, she doesn't care when you hug her, kiss her, or come close. But if she slept with someone else, your touch becomes a threat because she's afraid you'll notice something she already noticed. The truth is simple. The shower is not about hygiene. It's about fear. Fear that you'll smell something different. Fear that you'll feel something different. Fear that you'll sense what she already knows she did. And she thinks washing herself will wash the guilt too. But guilt doesn't wash off. But even after she showers, something else betrays her. Something she cannot control, no matter how hard she tries. And that brings us straight into the next point, one that exposes her emotional state instantly. Sign 3, her eye contact and body language fall apart. A woman can lie with her words, but she can't lie with her body. When she has just slept with someone else, her entire physical presence around you shifts in ways she cannot fake. Her eye contact becomes unstable. She can't look at you too long without feeling uncomfortable. She glances away quickly. She looks down. Her body tenses up and she avoids sitting too close. Her body physically rejects closeness because closeness activates guilt. She becomes unusually restless. She fidgets with her hair, her clothes, her phone. She sits on the edge of the seat instead of leaning toward you. She turns her body slightly away as if staying too close to you feels wrong. This isn't moodiness. This is emotional conflict because the moment she slept with someone else, being next to you triggers the memory of what she just did. She feels exposed even if you don't know anything. She feels watched even if you're not questioning her. She feels guilty even if you haven't said a single accusatory word. Her body expresses everything her mouth tries to hide. And this is where men must pay attention. A loyal woman doesn't feel nervous beside you. A loyal woman doesn't avoid simple eye contact. A loyal woman doesn't act like someone who's hiding something. But this is only the beginning. Because once her physical presence changes, her emotional temperature follows. And that's where the story unfolds even deeper. Sign 4. Her emotional temperature changes overnight. There's a psychological shift that happens inside a woman after she gives herself to another man, and you'll feel it long before she even opens her mouth. A woman who has been intimate with someone else experiences an emotional reset. Her tone becomes different. Her warmth becomes inconsistent. Her reactions become sharper. Small things irritate her. Your presence feels like a reminder of the truth she's trying to hide. This change isn't slow, it's instant. One day she's affectionate, attentive, laughing with you, asking about your day. And the next day she feels like a roommate who's waiting for you to leave the room. It's not just coldness, it's emotional disconnection. Why does this happen? Because her emotional chemistry has been influenced by another man. And whether she admits it or not, intimacy creates attachment. Even the most emotionally detached woman cannot switch off that part of her brain overnight. And you'll feel the difference. She becomes strangely distant. She loses interest in conversations. She stops asking personal questions. She becomes impatient with your words. Her tone becomes clipped or robotic. But here's the painful part most men miss. It's not that she's angry with you, she's angry with herself. And she projects it onto you because you're the safe target. And when a woman starts emotionally withdrawing without a clear reason, it's rarely random. It's a sign that someone else has taken your place emotionally, even if only for a moment. But emotional distance is only half the story, because the moment she sleeps with another man, her relationship with her phone transforms instantly, and that's where the truth begins to reveal itself. Sign 5, her phone behavior transforms overnight. Not the cliché, she hides her phone. This one is deeper, far more behavioral than physical. A woman who just slept with someone else becomes hyper alert around her phone. It's no longer just a device. It becomes her emotional lifeline, her secret vault, her escape, and her biggest fear all at once. Watch this closely. She becomes more reactive to notifications than to your presence. Her eyes shift to her phone before they shift to you. She keeps it face down, not casually, but deliberately, and when it vibrates, even slightly, her entire body language changes. A loyal woman responds to her phone normally, but a guilty woman responds to it emotionally. She might move it closer to her body, take it with her everywhere, even to the bathroom. Put a new password without explanation. Turn off previews. Change her notification settings. Open messages instantly, but hide the screen from your view. Why? Because now her phone carries the attention of the man she slept with, and attention is addictive. She's emotionally charged by it. Even if she regrets what she did, she's trying to balance two worlds in one device. And here's what most men overlook. Her anxious attachment to her phone is not because of what's in it. It's because of who is now inside her emotional space. It's not the messages, it's the connection. And that's why this sign matters even more than the physical ones. But the last sign is the one she can never escape because lies crumble under their own weight. And that is exactly what exposes her. Next, sign 6. Her schedule becomes messy, but her explanations become too perfect. When a woman has done something she knows would destroy you, her schedule becomes unpredictable, but her excuses become suspiciously well organized. You'll notice sudden changes in her routine, random gaps in her day, delays she cannot fully explain, new friends she never mentioned, unexpected errands at odd hours, a different tone when she talks about where she was. But here's the part that gives everything away. Her explanations sound rehearsed, too smooth, too detailed, too safe. She adds unnecessary information. She repeats parts of the story exactly the same each time. She tries to sound casual, but she adds detail that normal people don't think about unless they're trying to sound believable. For example, instead of saying, I went to my friend's place, she says, I went to Linda's house. You know, the one near the yellow building. We were watching this show and then I left exactly at 6:40 because I had to go to the store. Too perfect, too detailed, too safe. Because here's a psychological truth. Liars don't keep stories short, they keep them decorated. Her timeline won't match her behavior. Her words won't match her energy. Her explanation won't match her emotions. And deep down, you'll feel it. Your intuition sees what your brain tries to ignore. And this is where decisions matter more than emotions, because what you do next determines the kind of man you become. Brother, these signs are not here to make you paranoid or to push you into emotional decisions. They're here to give you awareness, not ammunition. Every situation is different. Every relationship is unique. And not every sign means betrayal. Use this information to observe, not to attack. Use it to protect your peace, not to create war. And if your heart feels something is wrong, take time to think clearly before making any decision. Never react in anger. Never jump to conclusions. And if you need help, speak to a professional or counselor who can guide you with clarity. This video is for educational purposes only. Your decisions should be thoughtful, calm, and rational. Protect your mind, protect your soul,